Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be playing some more Nancy Drew, the final scene. And hopefully there's only like 2 more episodes left because, yeah, we're on day 3 now. Let's see, load. Okay, so, last where we left off, we were looking at this newspaper. We called Anastasia Ooh, there's a note here. Hold on. We called Anastasia finally. Oh my gosh. And we found Maya. Sort of. So, please see me right away. Joseph. Right? That's Joseph. I mean, no one else's name begins with a J. So. What the? I love money. Oh my gosh, he looks so cheesy. Look, Charmstrong. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Okay. Wonder who did that. Okay. So let's go see Joseph, I guess. Missing poster's still there.
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Yeah. Oh. Never mind. Okay, so that newspaper apparently said something. Oh my gosh, look at his eyes. Oh my gosh, he's gonna like fall asleep. Okay, that newspaper said something about the kidnapper having ransom demands for $50,000. I should have read it, but I didn't. Pfft, who has time for news? You know, I don't watch the news. I don't read the news. In fact, I don't even read it all. No, never mind. I'm reading this game. I don't know. But yeah. So that's what he's talking about, if you're wondering.
Did they get any information on the call?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax. But now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
Oh, crap.
But what about the evidence I found?
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
What? That's impossible. Are you sure they looked in the magician's room?
They searched the whole building.
You were the last one here, Joseph. I don't know.
How could they miss 2 big pizza boxes with leftover pizza inside? What about Maya's shoe?
No trace of that either.
I'm kind of suspicious of him now.
This is so discouraging.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her.
We can save
I was
her.
backstage earlier,
Me,
and
not
one
you,
of the
Joseph,
stage
'cause
lights
you're really
came
suspicious
crashing
right now.
down. It almost hit me.
Oh, Nancy, thank goodness you're okay.
Oh yeah, that Clegg light. Clegg? I don't even know.
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old key maker so you can give it a whirl.
What?
Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Today's the demolition. What are you doing?
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
Sorry about that. That was someone on Skype. Okay.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Dang. Day 3. What do we have that's useful? We don't need this anymore. I don't know why it's still in our inventory. We need this for something, and this for something, and this for something. I don't know what it is. We need this for the ending part, and this coin. So, actually, he's fixing the key machine, right? Yeah, click. Yeah, it's still out of order. So I don't know.
Hola.
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Okay, so let's go talk to people. Maybe we should go on the phone and talk to people. In a little while. I'm just gonna see if we could talk to anyone over here first, backstage. Okay. Women's dressing room.
How's progress?
I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya?
Oh yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, The pressure must really be getting to you. I
What?
know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
Oh my gosh, no, you're so mean.
I'm not stressed out. I'm livid. I went through your stuff and I know what you did.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
Yeah, pretty much we did, yeah.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath.
Yeah.
But I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I?
No.
And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
Yeah, you think? I need
A
help.
little overboard. You're dreaming if you think that's enough to get you off my suspect list.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that it? I'm just gonna, just gonna,
How's progress?
okay, we're just gonna talk to her all we can.
Have you heard about this ransom demand?
50 grand, what a joke. Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million.
Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics.
Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail. I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
Okay, so that's all we can talk to her about. And I don't actually think we can get anything from her room, so. And I see no one's cleaned up that fallen Clegg light. It's a Clegg light, right? I don't even know.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
Oh, I'm just. Oh, Falcone jerk, huh?
I'm not hanging out with him, Brady. I'm conducting
Whoa.
a search here, and I'll
Do you
take
see this?
any tip I can get.
That's
That
weird.
guy's bad news, and he's certainly not gonna help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
We don't even
Talk
need.
to you later, Brady.
You betcha.
We don't even need the police now, because they don't even care about us anymore, because, you know, they think we're crazy. So everyone thinks we're crazy, actually, except for us, right? Okay, let's talk on the phone finally. Just gonna do this real quick. Okay, so we already saw him, which is good. 1, 5, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 6, 8? Is that how? Is that? I don't know. Who did I just call?
Hello.
Okay.
It's me again.
Hi, Nancy. I've got George here, too. Bess filled me in, Nancy. Any developments?
I'm just searching the theater, questioning suspects.
And
I took Joseph's advice
And-
called county administration to see about the blueprints for the theater.
he sounds like a big help.
Yes, but the woman on the phone said that the blueprints are missing.
Official records missing?
She said that a man was in last week looking at them, but they haven't been seen since.
The kidnapper? Or a certain smoldering sidekick?
Well, whoever it was, they must have taken the blueprints with them. How on earth am I going to find all the secret rooms and passages in this place now?
I'm not worried, Nancy. Me neither. You could probably find a secret passage in a paper bag. Are you kidding, George? Nancy could find a secret passage in a blueberry muffin.
Blueberry muffin? What?
I think Simone Mueller would do just about anything for publicity.
You know what they say? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Even for a kidnapping?
It's like Hollywood has taken over her brain. I'm practically in tears over Maya, and she's trying to dream up a stage name for me.
What?
A stage name?
Oh my gosh.
Not just any stage name either. Would you believe Fancy Jackson?
Fancy. Oh.
Ooh, Nancy.
I remember
that's
that.
kinda disco.
How about
Yes, she did.
Fancy Jackson?
I bet she could
Disco.
pull it off.
This is serious, you guys. Do you really think she would kidnap Maya just so Brady could pretend to save her?
In her line of work, Nancy, anything's possible.
When I spoke to the police about Maya's press pass, they said that Nicholas is known for using extreme tactics, and that he might even have been involved in a staged kidnapping last year in Nashville.
You don't think Maya could be mixed up with
I
him
should log out
somehow,
of
do
Skype,
you?
really.
No way. Maya expresses her politics by writing about them. You know, the pen is mightier than the sword. She and Nicholas Falcone don't even speak the same language.
I think you're right, George. But Sergeant Ramsey said I wouldn't have any credit with the police if I joined forces with Nicholas.
Who said anything about joining forces? After all, he's still a prime suspect. But that doesn't mean he's not a valuable source of information when it comes to the theater.
She's right, Nancy. As long as he continues to shoot off his mouth, you want to be around to take notes.
Yeah.
Brady said
Good
Simone
idea.
wants him to appear wholesomely smoldering to his public. What in the world do you think that means?
Well, wholesome makes me think of apple pie.
Apple
To
pie.
smolder, according to my trusty dictionary, is to burn slowly from the inside, without flame.
So, he's a sweetie pie on the outside, but too hot to touch.
Oh.
Did you have to bring this up with Bess here, Nancy?
It seems like the two things don't go together. One is safe, the other is dangerous.
Interesting. Maybe that's Brady's whole dilemma. He doesn't know whether he's a good guy or a bad guy.
Which is exactly why he can't be trusted.
I met
Yeah.
Nicholas Falcone, the leader of Hadit. His organization is camped out in front of the theater, demonstrating against the demolition.
What's the deal with had it?
Nicholas says he's sworn to slay the dragon of corporate generica.
All in favor of men who slay dragons, say aye.
Honestly, Bess, what are we going to do with you? Nancy, what in the world is generica?
I think it's a term for what this country would be like if suddenly it all looked the same.
Oh. You mean
Oh.
if it became generic? Like a bar of soap that's just called soap.
What?
Right. Hadit believes that protecting historical buildings is key to preserving our national character.
That sounds noble.
Yeah, except he practically jumped for joy when I told him the kidnapper's motive is to save the theater.
Uh-oh. Sounds like you better keep an eye on him, Nancy.
Nicholas
Yeah.
told me that his grandmother did a lot of the artwork inside the theater, but that J.J. Thompson, the original owner, never paid her or even gave her credit for it.
That's terrible.
Aw.
I can see why he's so dedicated to saving the theater then.
Yeah, I'd like to learn more about this J.J. Thompson.
Maybe you can help Nicholas get his grandmother the credit she deserved.
I told him I'd keep my eye out for anything that would prove her connection to this place.
I wonder
Yeah.
if JJ left any of his personal effects behind.
If he did, I'm sure they're gone now. His kids must have cleared the place out when they remodeled in 1956, a few years after he died. That's when it became a movie theater.
You never know, Nancy. If there's one thing your detective work proves every time, it's that old buildings are the keepers of old secrets.
Let's just hope this building lives long enough to tell.
Yeah, because the demolition. Okay.
I came across this old book that explains how to do a bunch of magic tricks.
Cool. Like pulling a rabbit out of a hat?
Like
No.
sawing my cousin Bess in half.
Nothing quite that sensational, ladies. But I did learn how to use a pencil to reveal a secret message.
Ooh, that could come in handy.
How does it work?
Well, if someone writes something, let's say it's
no,
a secret code
inventory
on a piece
scroll.
of paper, and they press hard with a
Dang.
pen, it will make an impression on a blank piece of paper underneath.
Yeah?
Then the magician applies a pencil to the seemingly blank piece of paper. With careful shading, the pencil will reveal the shapes of the numbers or letters in the code. Presto! Do you see?
That's pretty cool.
I can only imagine what would happen if we applied the pencil to Bess. Just think of all the secret codes that would be revealed. Like Jacques, Rick, Brady.
Oh, George, I'm not as impressionable as you think.
Jock and Rick are from... Okay, Jock is from a game that I have, actually. They're just like dude characters, you know. He's from... What game was it? It was like Treasure in the Royal Tower. Yeah, he's from that game. And Rick is from the second game, Stay Tuned for Danger, which I do not have. It's like my favorite Nancy Drew game. Haha. And then Brady's from this game. Yeah.
I received another threat. This time the kidnapper addressed me by name.
Another phone call? What was the threat?
This one came over the PA. Apparently, searching for Maya is a waste of time, and I should focus on stopping the demolition, or else.
Well, Nancy, this kidnapper may have learned your name, but obviously they haven't figured out the first thing about who they're dealing with.
I just wish I could see the look on the kidnapper's face when you crack this case wide open.
Okay,
Yeah.
you two. I'll talk to you soon.
Keep up the good work, Detective.
Yeah, you're doing great.
Okay, I didn't even notice that they said my name. But I guess the kidnapper did. So that's interesting. I mean, we already knew it was someone in the
it's
building,
me.
but
Nancy, Bess called and told me what happened with Maya. I've been worried sick.
Did she tell you what the police said?
About the 24-hour delay? Yeah, she told me. But I have faith in you, Nancy. You've solved plenty of cases before without help from the police. So let's get down to business. Who are your suspects?
It seems there were only 4 people in the building at the time of the
Scrolling
kidnapping,
is so hard in this
besides
game.
Maya and myself. Brady Armstrong, Simone Mueller, his agent, Nicholas Falcone, a political activist, and the caretaker, Joseph Hughes.
Any hunches?
Not yet. I've got a lot of work to do.
Call me anytime. I'll try to stay close to the phone.
okay. Did we really? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna finish up talking to him, and I'll be right back. Cause I'm pretty sure. Actually, I better just do it on camera.
According to Joseph, the St. Louis Historical Society has been scrambling to get the Royal Palladium declared an historical landmark.
And that would prevent the demolition?
Right.
So what's the holdup?
Joseph thinks someone downtown is stalling.
Maybe someone who wants the demolition has been greasing some palms.
Probably. It's a shame because Joseph seems to think they're close.
I wonder if this kidnapper is just trying to buy a little more time. What does Mr. Falcone have to say about the Historical Society?
He was pretty cynical. Said the whole process was a bunch of hocus pocus.
Perhaps Mr. Falcone is using cynicism to disguise his true feelings.
By the time I finally got to talk to Simone Mueller, she had heard all about the kidnapping and canceled the premiere of Vanishing Destiny.
Sounds like bad news travels fast around old theaters.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. Simone didn't seem to think Maya's kidnapping was bad news at all. She kept calling it a great opportunity. She kept saying what fabulous publicity it's going to be for Brady.
Sounds like she knows how to turn a profit in any situation.
The question is she just responding to the situation, or did she have a hand in creating it in the first place?
Oh.
Flies on you, Nancy Drew. Sounds to me like your detective mind is in high gear.
I can't understand how the police could have received a ransom call from Granite City. And why would the kidnappers suddenly demand cash without even mentioning the demolition?
Your skepticism is probably right on, Nancy.
You think?
Sure, after all, Brady did spread those missing posters over half of Missouri. There are always a few jokers who try to jump on the bandwagon in situations like these.
It
Yeah.
just makes me sick to think that anyone would try to profit from such a terrible situation.
It's a mixed-up world, Nancy.
I confronted Simone about the receipt
It
of
is.
the funeral wreath, and she claimed she just needed something for a photo shoot. Would you buy that?
That's a tough one, Nancy. In Simone's world, where everything is a photo shoot, her excuse sounds just twisted enough to be true.
But on the other hand,
You know me too well, Nancy Drew. On the other hand, Simone's mind is just too devious and much too selfish to be believed.
Yeah.
got to think of a way to get this demolition stopped.
Well, the police aren't being much help. But couldn't you try contacting the owner of the building? I'm sure he or she would be willing to postpone for a couple of days. I mean, what's the rush?
According to Nicholas, his name is B. Thompson, and he won't talk to the press.
I wonder what he has to hide.
His building firm is called Wave of the Future.
Catchy. I wonder what he has against the present.
Ned, I just remembered something. Joseph used the phrase Wave of the Future when I first met him. He was talking about the remodel of the theater in 1956.
Oh.
Do you think it's a coincidence?
I don't know, Nance. If Joseph turns out to be the owner of the theater and the guy behind the demolition, I think it'll be fair to say you've seen everything.
Harry Houdini must have been quite a character.
What makes you say that?
Oh, it just sounds like he was so generous and passionate about his craft. Everyone loved him.
Any theories yet on what he did with his half of the theater?
No, but I highly doubt he was generous enough to give his half back to old J.J. Thompson.
That wouldn't have been an act of generosity anyway. It would have been a lapse in judgment.
I was backstage earlier, and I almost got hit by a falling stage light.
Not again, Nancy.
Yeah, who knew there were so many ways to get crushed in this life?
I'm glad you're okay. Do you think it was an accident?
I don't know. There was no one around the stage, so I guess we could chalk it up to the crumbling theater. But why did it suddenly fall when I was right there?
You've got me there, Detective.
I'm trying to decide what to do next. Any thoughts?
Maybe you should call the police and get the information straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
Okay, I'll do that
Bye, Ned.
Call me soon.
in the next episode. I know we didn't really do much. We just did phone calls mostly. But that was good. I think we kind of needed to do phone calls, and we haven't really called Ned yet. So that was good. Yeah. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.